Hi folks, it is Wednesday afternoon and we're working on setting up this air compressor. So as you can see, I picked a location, and yesterday I set the appliance there and drilled some holes through the feet. There's the feet on the thing right there. It's temporarily sitting here. Anyway, drilled some holes through the feet to locate the anchors, put some anchors in. I have some, these are isolation. The black and cork stuff you see under the covers there is a isolation pad that you use under transformers and stuff, electrical work. Being a retired electrician, electrical materials is what I'm most familiar with. So anyway, in order to isolate this a little, kind of killed the sound a bit, I'm hoping. I'm putting that underneath it, and you see I use some blank covers, drill some holes in the top so the feet of the appliance sit on top of the metal cover, distribute the weight on the rubber. This thing weighs about, I forgot what it was, I think 405 pounds or something in that range. So the covers will help, like I say, distribute the weight, keep the feet from cutting into the rubber when you tighten them down. Anyway, today what we're doing is we're putting the outlet in for power, and that other outlet is where the wiring is on its way to the little condensate drain solenoid. That'll be at the bottom of the tank. What I'm doing here is pulling some wire. This is the beauty of a raceway system. So you see that conduit with the fish steel in it. Goes over there where those wires are headed down the pipe. And I can say this is the beauty of a raceway system. I can add 2 wires in there and then go in the empty stuff over to the new outlet. We got power for the air compressor. So anyway, here goes. I'm going to put this down so you can watch. Not that it's any big deal, but that's what we're up to. Okay, so now up there and go to the switch. A little more. Through there, up to there. Okay, so that'll do that. That'll gonna go. I'm going to loop it through this box, no splice. It'll go straight up here, and I'm going to leave that long enough that once this is covered, I'm going to put a 6-inch by 6-inch box over this, and that box will hold a relay, and I'll put another little box with a short pipe in between for a switch. Not that one. This one, a disconnect switch for the motor. And out of the bottom of the can, I'll go over to the compressor. So, like I said, these wires, I'm leaving them long enough so they'll also loop through here and go up to the switch. That'll be the power up to the switch. And then from the switch, we'll add more going out to the air compressor. So that's where we're at right now. See you later. Thanks for watching. Hi, folks. We're back. It is Friday. April 15th, and you can see here we've been making some progress. I think the last time I talked to you was Wednesday, so yesterday we got the place insulated, the wall insulated, just that one wall, not the whole place. And I got that first panel up. As you can see, there's the outlets we're going to have. That's going to be a double plug. That's going to be the power for the air compressor. There'll be a little box over the top of that, 6x6 can actually, with a relay in it, and then another box nippled out of it to a disconnect switch. That'll power the condensate drain solenoid on the bottom of the air compressor tank. So we're going to continue with paneling. I see I put a row of blocks there. That's where the plywood is going to stop. That dark colored row of blocks you see up there, that's where the plywood will stop. And from there to the ceiling, I'll use sheetrock. I'm going below that with plywood for the ability to hang shelves everywhere, anywhere. Anything I want to mount to the wall, I can mount anywhere on the wall once I put some 3/4 inch plywood up there. That's the object of a plywood wall finish instead of sheetrock. But like I said, above that, what I did is I went even with the top of the sidewall all the way across with the top of the plywood, and then above that will be sheetrock. I can fasten to the sheetrock too, because you can, as you can see, there's plenty of material in that wall, wood in that wall to fasten to. And what I did here, so I can find that material, if I want to do that, even through the plywood, is I took a picture, printed it, and I dimensioned all of the studs in the wall for the most part. And I'll keep that as reference so that if I want to hang something substantial that I don't know if the plywood will support or whatever, I want to bolt into any of the structural stuff, I'll know where to find it. Because I'm going to treat this plywood as though it was sheetrock. I'm going to tape over the top of it with joint compound. I'll probably use some of that mesh on the joints, if not just tape the joints without the mesh and cover up all the nail holes, fill all the little knot holes. So in other words, I'll just skim coat that whole surface of the plywood with taping compound and then paint it. That's the plan at least, and I'll kind of show you that as we move along. All of these outlets are going to get converted so they look like that plug right there. I've got 2 gang rings for all of them, so every plug will be a double. I know we'll have enough power. I'm going to do that all the way around. I bought a whole bunch of those 2 gang rings to bring the outlets out through the plywood. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to continue with the plywood and I'll show you more later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, well, the weekend is over and this is where we ended up. This is how much progress we made over the weekend. I guess you would count Friday on this too. Anyway, doesn't look like much, but it's very time consuming. Anyway, I got plywood on most of the wall. Added a couple more outlets over here off of that original one. I'm thinking maybe that would be a good place for a welder outlet. I'm probably going to get a MIG welder. I've got a TIG welder already. It doesn't do MIG. I'm going to probably get a MIG welder. It works much better on body and fender work. Swallowed something. And that one I'm not sure. I'm thinking a bead blast cabinet over here in this corner. So whatever that might require, that I figured an outlet there. Now's the time to put it in the wall once the wall's closed. Can do it on the surface, but it's not nearly as nice looking. Much better all hidden in the wall. So I got to insulate this wall. I've got more plywood over there. I went and got 3 more sheets yesterday. So I'm not sure if that insulation is going to be enough. It might be. I got 2 more bats there. They're 24-inch bats, so I cut them sideways and put them in the 16-inch studs. They're left over from when they insulated the ceiling. It works pretty good. It might be enough to do that little section. Anyway, that's where we ended up through the weekend. almost done with that. I'm going to get a scaffold and put sheetrock from the plywood to the top. Finish the wall with sheetrock. But I'm going to finish the plywood first. Alright, so trim out those outlets. I'm going to leave the conduits empty for now until I know exactly what I need in the way of wiring. But anyway, I'll cut the outlets into the plywood, insulate the wall, cut the outlets into the plywood, and cover that wall up. Tomorrow, hopefully. Alright, talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.